In this episode, we'll get through the basics. I'll introduce myself and why I'm here, and then get to the more important issue of why you are here. You'll learn what this podcast is all about, what brought me here, which hopefully aligns with what brought you here, and maybe have a little fun along the way. I'm so glad you're here. So, welcome to the very first episode of your Emotional Support Podcast. I'm your host, Noelle, and I'm so glad you're here. Whether you stumbled in by accident or were sent here by the universe, I promise this is a space where you'll feel seen, encouraged, and maybe even laugh a little too loudly. So let's start with the basics. I'm a licensed counselor, a school counselor, a wife, a daughter, writer, friend, a boy mom, a dog mom, so many other things. And if that sounds like a lot, it is. But it's no more than what you've got on your plate too. I'm also a proud exennial, caught somewhere between knowing how to burn CDs and needing a chiropractor. Oh, and I'm currently navigating the wild ride that is perimenopause. So yay, things can get a little spicy over here. But more than all of that, I'm a woman, just like you, who's had to do the work of figuring out how to feel good in her own skin. And that's what brings me here. I'm a 44-year-old mom, but I'm not the mom whose license plate says Sam's mom. It didn't take me very long to learn that being my son's mom cannot be my only identity. We have to own our identity and take it back. It's ours. I've been a counselor for the last 20 years, working in schools and private practice, and the main theme throughout the students, the clients, the teachers, the parents, the other counselors, the one thing I've learned is that none of us feel like we're good enough. And that's what I can't figure out. Why we've been brought up to believe that making other people like us is more important than us liking ourselves. I had to put a stop to it. I started out writing a book, but do you know how difficult it is to actually get an actual book in the hands of actual people and have them actually read it? Unless you're Oprah, it's almost impossible. But stay tuned because I have not given up on that yet. But I wanted people to hear my message as quickly and as far-reaching as possible, and that, my friends, is really what brings me here. This podcast started out as a love letter to myself, but it has quickly become a love letter to all of us. We can all use more self-worth. In fact, I don't think it's possible to have too much self-worth. Because here's the truth. Self-worth is the foundation of all mental health. It's where everything starts. Too many of us are walking around thinking that we have to earn our worth by doing more, by being more, by taking care of everyone else before ourselves. This podcast is all about self-worth, especially self-worth for women. That kind of self-worth is not easy to come by, but I promise you, working together, we will do it. We're going to talk about self-worth and the kind of self-worth that isn't about perfection or productivity or pleasing everyone else. It's about coming home to yourself, even if that self is in sweatpants, forgetting why she walked into the room she's in. You don't have to do everything for everyone. You don't have to hold it all together all the time to be worthy. You are enough right now. Each week, I'll be showing up with real talk, relatable stories, some counselor wisdom, and a good dash of humor because healing doesn't have to be heavy all the time. In fact, laughter is one of the best self-care methods that I recommend. We're going to talk about some hard stuff and some hilarious stuff too. We'll talk about imposter syndrome, body image, friendships, boundaries, burnout, hormones, and why your trip to the grocery store without the kids doesn't actually qualify as self-care. My goal with this podcast is to make you feel good about yourself. Week by week, story by story, little by little, we'll laugh, we'll reflect, we'll get real, and hopefully you'll walk away each week with a little more compassion for yourself and a lot more belief that you deserve to feel mentally healthy, emotionally grounded, and unapologetically you. So whether you're listening in your car, on your lunch break, or hiding from your kids in the bathroom, I see you. I've been there. I'm with you. And you are so freaking amazing. I'm going to show up each week with a new topic that will keep you on a path towards loving yourself, loving the life you have, and learning about how to be nicer to yourself. I'll try not to ramble on too much, but my hope is to start your week off with some really good tips, strategies, and resources to get you moving in the right direction to set your week off so that it's fantastic. Every week, I'll end the show with a little reminder or tip you didn't ask for, but definitely need. So today's tip you didn't ask for, but definitely need: follow all the zoos on your socials. When you slip into doom scrolling, your feed will be filled with all the cute animals. You'll thank me later. I'm so glad you joined me today. I really hope that didn't sound too much like Mr. Rogers, but if it did, that's okay, because I really like his vibe. But seriously, you are worthy, and if you don't believe it yet, keep coming back for more. Next episode, we are going to really dive into the ins and outs of self-worth, what it is, what it isn't, and what you need to know about it. So hit subscribe and don't take anyone's crap today, because you deserve an amazing day. Thank you for listening to your emotional support podcast, where self-worth meets real life. See you next time.